Hello and welcome to new broadcast on TayNinhTV with some latest event in Taynan province as well as in nationwide. And now we come into detail. Ladies and gentlemen, on September 16, the working delegation led by member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Vice Chairman of the Taynin Provincial People's Committee Đoàn Trung Kiên, visited religious organizations in the province after the mergers of administrative units.
The delegation visited the representative board of the Cao Đài Holy See of Taynin Province and Long An Holy See representative board of the Cao Đài Holy See of Ban Chỉnh Đạo, Bình Lập Holy See, representative of board of the Cao Đài Holy See of Tiên Thiện and Thanh Minh Quang Holy See, representative board of the Cao Đài Holy See of the Trương Lý Bình Tâm Holy See. At its place visited, in addition to information on the activities of the two-level local government organizations, after more than 2 months of the merger, the member of Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Đoàn Trung Kiên kindly visited the health of the dignitaries and officials, expressing his wish that the policies continue to unite and accompany the provincial government and make positive contribution to the social economic development, carry out the social security activities, and care for the lives of the people in the province. The representatives of religious organizations thank the provincial leaders for their attention to religious activities in the locality in general and the activities of the Cao Đài Holy See in particular, and with their roles and responsibilities in the coming time, the religious followers in the province will continue to respond to the patriotic election movement. They live good life and good religion, consolidate and build the right national unity bloc, and accompany the common development of the province.
To ensure more information and communication before and during the first Provincial Party Congress, the Department of Science and Technologies has recently planned to implement many important contents, especially promoting digital transformation in assigned tasks.
Accordingly, the Department of Science and Technology will coordinate with relevant units to build the Congress Information Portal, a ready exhibition system on the history of the Provincial Party Committee, apply the Electronic Congress Handbook, as well as deploy a roll call management system using technology and facial recognition. In addition, the smart application will be upgraded to become an official tool to serve the Congress with many digital utilities for delegates. At the same time, the department also coordinated to promote propaganda work on digital platforms and social networks, contributing to spread the information about this important political event, ensuring ready quality, savings, and efficiency.
The Ministry of Home Affairs has just issued document number 7415 to the People's Committees of Provinces and Cities, requesting to focus on implementing the plan to ensure commune level and work level personnel, emphasizing the principle of right person, right jobs, and right specialty.
This is not only a technical issue but also a political administrative foundation for the new model to come into reality. According to the orientation, the Ministry of Home Affairs has proposed for 4 implementation methods: transferring civil servants in accordance with the reality, signing labor contracts with professionals, prioritizing the fields of information technology, accounting and land administration, recruiting, selecting or accepting unused civil servants in the payroll, strengthening training and education of existing staff, especially in the areas requiring high skills. In particular, 36 job positions at the commune and ward levels were identified, including 8 leadership and management positions, and 28 professional and technical positions across the following areas: justice, finance, planning, construction industry, and trade, agriculture, environment, education, culture, health, military, and self-defense forces. And this list is considered a standard framework for the localities to review and supplement personnel, overcoming the local surplus and shortage situation that has existed for many years.
After the merger, the work of editing and printing land maps according to the new administrative units is being urgently carried out by tenant authorities. This work aims to ensure stability and convenience in handling administrative procedures for the people. Accordingly, for 60 commutes in the former Long An province, the work of editing land maps has been completed by more than 86%, reaching more than 4,800 maps, and 125 have been printed. Meanwhile, in 36 commutes in the former Taynan province, the editing is also being accelerated, completing more than 550 maps. According to the plan, onwards of editing and printing land maps for 96 commutes and works will be completed by September 30, 2025. During this time, the authorities are committed to maintaining the normal handling of administrative procedures related to land without any interruption or impact on the rights of the people. These efforts help to perfect the land management system and demonstrate the government's initiative in creating favorable conditions for people and businesses after implementing the two-level local government model.
Ladies and gentlemen, roads are not only paths but also a measure of the culture and rhythm of life of a community. When roads are invested in lighting, greening, and ensuring security and order, it is not only a change in the landscape, but also an improvement in the qualities of life of the people.
These are rural traffic projects in Mỹ Hòa hamlet of Mỹ Thành Commune, TayNinhTV province. This project was completed this year with a total cost of 2.7 billion Vietnam dong, and the route is more than 1 kilometer long on provincial road of A1722 Lady Bridge with nearly 100 households. The road has a 5-meter wide base and about 3.5 meters on floor surface, and 25 solar power lamp posts installed and 100 purple lager stromier trees planted on both sides, contributing to creating a spacious, green, clean, and beautiful landscape. This road has previously very muddy and making it difficult for the people to travel forward and back, and after this road was built, it created favorable conditions for the people to travel conveniently and serving the transportation of agricultural products also. The workers who go home at night after having a lamppost, a road, and security cameras, and the people feel very secure about traveling here. Previously, it was a narrow, divided road causing difficulties for the travel, and now this main road between Mỹ Hòa hamlets, Mỹ Thành Commune has been upgraded and expanded also, and meeting the travel needs of the people, improving the traffic and promoting the local socio-economic development. And to maintain the cleanliness, the local youth union members and the youth have shown their pioneering role, participating in cleaning the environment, planting trees, decorating and hanging the national flags, and some other volunteer activities also, creating a fresh and brilliant atmosphere of the countryside. The model of a clean, green and safe model road has been implemented and receiving the active participation of youth union members and the high consensus among the people. Activities such as planting trees, landscaping, installing lighting system, as well as installing security cameras have contributed to changing the appearance of the roads in the commune. In the first 6 months of 2025, promoting the youth and pioneering spirit, the youth have implemented many practical projects and tasks. Among them, there is the joint construction of model youth roads, and when the landscape is cared for, community awareness is right, and the local appearance also changes every day. The bright, green, clean, beautiful, safe roads therefore means increasingly becoming highlights, demonstrating efforts in the journey to build a civilized and modern living environment. And in recent times, TayNinhTV province has focused on supporting agricultural production facilities to apply with-gap processes, contributing to improving the quality and expanding product output. And to date, the whole province has certified more than 3,400 hectares of agricultural land and nearly 600,000 livestock and poultry, meeting the with-gap standards. At the same time, TayNinhTV has built more than 40 safe food supply chains with an output of about 195,000 tons per year, supplying markets inside and outside the province. In particular, the province has granted certificates of eligibility to participate in the supply chain in Ho Chi Minh City, coordinated with the large distribution system such as Bát Hóa Xanh or Green Store, Saigon Co-op to connect test and consume the products. In addition, TayNin also supports the promotion and connection of Hưng Langan consumption and provides information to businesses about domestic and also international trade fairs and promotion programs. The activities contribute to affirming the TayNin's efforts in improving the quality of agricultural products, developing consumer markets, and building sustainable agriculture.
TayNin province aims to have 5 more products recognized as meeting OCOB standards of 3-star or more by the end of 2025. When this target is completed, the total number of OCOB products of the province that are evaluated and classified as 3-star or more within the validity period will increase to 397 products.
In recent times, TayNin's outcome products have increasingly affirmed their quality, reputation, and competitiveness in the market. Many local specialties and typical products have become familiar brands, contributing to increasingly farmers' income and promoting collective economic development. Continuing to develop outcome products associated with improving quality, diversifying designs, and expanding distribution channels will help TayNin better exploit its agricultural potential while supporting businesses, cooperatives, and production households to increase added value. This is also an important solution for the locality to achieve the goal of building a vast new rural areas and sustainable development in the coming period.
TayNin province has a border of nearly 369 kilometers bordering 3 provinces of Cambodia with a diverse border gate system. Among them, Tân Nam International Border Gate, located in Tân Biên, Khmer, is being urgently constructed to meet the completion schedule before October 2025.
This border gate is expected to become a new trade gateway, promoting the economic development for the locality. When put into operation, Tân Nam, together with the 3 existing international border gates of Mộc Bài, Samak, and Bình Hiệp, will form a quadrilateral for economic, tourism, defense, and security development, while connecting the Vietnam-Cambodia economic corridor and the Asian market also. Strengthening the company's team of the skilled technical engineers on project are concentrated, divided into 4 key points to do segment, and to do it at its own cost, and it is on time today. The Tân Nam International Border Gate construction project started at the end of October 2024 with a total investment of 274 billion Vietnam dong from the central budget and the budgets of TayNin province. The project is identified by TayNin province as the key project with a dual strategic significance. The project not only promotes socio-economic development, affirms the central role in the key economic region of the South, but also symbolizes the good friendship and cooperation between Vietnam and Cambodia. The Project Management Board has established a project management and supervision team consisting of 5 engineers directly at the construction site along with the contractors to regularly inspect the route. And it must be said that according to the viewpoint that working during the day is not enough, we have to work at night, even on sunny and rainy days. In general, the construction site is considered as the item speed up the progress of each task. And up to now, the main items have basically been completed and exceeded the construction volume according to the set schedule. The auxiliary items continue to be urgently deployed. The process is expected to be handed over before September the 30th of 2025 and ready for the national opening ceremony of the Tân Nam Minh Chai International Border Gate Pier at the end of October of 2025 under the chairmanship of the Prime Ministers of Vietnam and Cambodia. And ladies and gentlemen, not only aquaculture, the private livestock sector in the period of 2020 to 2025 also achieved the remarkable development, becoming one of the important driving forces to promote agricultural economic growth. Outstanding in livestock activities when the poultry flock grew strongly, 2.6 times higher than in 2020 and reaching more than 23,700 million heads in 2025. This is an impressive increase, contributing to improving the supply of quality food and meeting the market demand in and outside the province. In addition, poultry egg production grew remarkably, reaching over 1,100 million eggs and 3 times higher than in 2020. And this achievement shows the effectiveness of applying science technology, transforming livestock farming methods towards safety, modernity, and sustainability. The poultry industry continues to be identified as the key sector, making an important contribution to the development of the agricultural economy and improving the people's lives.
In the forestry sector, forest protection work including fire prevent and fighting, scatter, tree planting, new forest planting, and violation controls is carried out seriously and resolutely.
In the dry season of 2024 to 2025, the forest fire prevention and fighting work was carried out resolutely thanks to proactive detection and response. 10 forest fires were handled promptly without affecting the forest area. In addition, the whole province has planted more than 928,000 new trees, enriching for 51% of the plan, along with 51 hectares of new forest, equivalent to 9% of the set target. And the forest ranger regularly conduct patrols, especially at the borderlines and the key areas. Since the beginning of the year, 78 violations of forestry law have been detected, and 74 cases have been administratively handled, over 190 million Vietnam dong.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of September 15, Nghệ An Provincial Police informed us the Criminal Police Department of Nghệ An Police had just broken up a human trafficking ring, arresting 3 subjects who had tricked and sold stolen victims to fraudulent companies in the Golden Triangle Economic Zone.
The common point of the above case is that the victims were all sold under the excuse of easy work with high salary. Accordingly, the police identified the 3 subjects leading the above human trafficking ring as V. Thị Lan, Lô Thị Vung, and Lô Thị Nhâm, as subjects who had to work abroad and had information that fraudulent companies in need of finding many Vietnamese workers to work. V. Thị Lan concluded with Lô Thị Vung to set up a human trafficking ring and aiming to make illegal profits. And with the trick of easy work with high salary, the above subject tricked and sold for 13 victims in the western communes of Nghệ An province to work at the fraudulent companies in the Golden Triangle Economic Zone. I told them that I would work in the computers and with a salary from 15 to 17 million Vietnam dong, and the company would take care of the passport and bus tickets also. During the investigation, we found that the victims were on trick and sold under the trick of easy work with a high salary of 15 to 17 million Vietnam dong, and the cost of food, accommodation, and travel would be taken care of. But in reality, the victims were bought to the company who work fraudulently in the Golden Triangle Economic Zone, setting up Facebook pages to flirt with the people in Vietnam. Notably, in this case, Lô Thị Nhâm, from her role as a victim, also actively participated in the human trafficking ring. I only know that the boss said that if I could introduce someone, the boss would pay me, and I also had the idea of introducing someone to get that money. In case they didn't go, I told them to pay for 6 million Vietnam dong for the passport, and after a while they would go. After a period of monitoring and applying synchronous professional measures from September the 2nd to the 7th, determining that the above 3 subjects were present in Vietnam, the Criminal Police Department of Nghệ An Police and Bình Chuẩn Commune Police mobilized maximum forces, established the working groups in Nghệ An, Hà Tĩnh provinces, and Hải Phòng City to simultaneously arrest V. Thị Lan, Lô Thị Vung, and Lô Thị Nhâm, and successfully rescue for 13 victims. Currently, the case has been continued to be expanded for the investigation.
That's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.